Sometimes life lets you down and you feel that you are done. You just want a morning run because the fun is all gone. But sometimes life makes you proud when you look far and wide, when you leave the pain behind and see the brighter side. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new you.
The new channel. The new channel. The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following show are those of the hosts, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, we're the Talkers. I'm Chino.
I'm Tricia, and you're watching After Shift, powered by the new channel.
Helping you see the new you. All right, it's another Wednesday, Tricia. Welcome to our 7th episode. I hope everyone is safe, kahit na GCQ na. And we are actually excited to bring this another show or episode to you all. Catch us live every Wednesday and Friday night, 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. here on the new channel. And by the way, we encourage everyone to place your comments, questions, or recommendations on the comment section below for our guest or kahit sa amin naman ni Tricia, right? And I also want to mention that if you guys were not able to catch our previous episode, wherein we featured Derek Dickens, one of my good friends, our good friends here on TNC, please catch that on the new channel. Ayan. So Tricia, I just want to share, really briefly, some of the stuff that some new things that actually that I was doing. Actually, hindi naman na new eh. Parang new na lang ulit kasi I found out that I'm overweight. so what's new? Anong bago ulit na ginagawa ko or na ginawa ko? I had to check again on some exercise routines that I can do here at home para man kahit papaano mabawasan yung aking weight. And at the same time, taking, vitamins and yung diet talaga. I'm looking after my diet ngayon. So this is something new that I've been doing this week again so far. Tricia, ikaw, kumusta ka naman?
Okay naman, as usual, I went to work kanina, as usual. Ang problema lang, ang hirap tumawid kanina. Like, I went home, ang normal time ko kasi is I go out at 2 p.m. Pero ang lakas ng ulan, so parang nakalabas ako ng office 30 minutes after. So, ayun, yun yung nangyari sa akin today. Naulanan.
Something new ba yan? Nauna lang ka today.
Ayun. Something new. Sorry naman, di ko masyadong narinig.
Yes,
Meron
something new.
namang
Ano bang
ginawang
something new?
something new.
Oo.
Ano ba? This pandemic, we tried something new. Me and my office mates actually, si Ice and Brian, shout out to them. Hopefully they're watching right now. What we did is we wrote a song. So we prepared the lyrics, yung arrangement, melody, everything. We want to share it sana
Wow.
sa social media, pero we don't know kasi kung okay ba yung tunog or not. Di ba, Chino, ikaw din, in one of the episodes, I remember you said na nagsusulat ka ng songs and you also record it. Paano nyo ba ginagawa? I think you have a rap group, di ba?
Yeah, we have an R&B slash rap slash hip hop group, and it actually started way
Ay,
back 2009. And yeah, normally kasi nagsa-start kami with the melody or the music. So even before we
mhm,
write the lyrics, we actually try and base our lyrics from the melody that we create. Depending on the
mhm,
mood, depending on what we talk about, yung batuhan ng ideas, that's when we start, writing the lyrics.
mhm.
Nagsisimula normally sa chorus, tapos ayun na, yung mga verses, kine-create na namin. So yun, we started 2009 and ang bilis lang talaga pag sobrang inspired ka to really do a lot of
Mhm.
your music. How about you, Trish? How do you do your music?
Um, Kami, we started with lyrics first, tapos once we're done with the lyrics, yung isa kong office mate, si Brian, he did the melody and then, but yung chords. So, yun, we started with the lyrics and then yung melody after.
Okay. Since that's something that we both have in common, music.
Yes.
And meron tayong upcoming na TNC na jingle, watch out for
Yes.
that, guys. Oo. I want to actually introduce our special guest for tonight. I'm so excited to
Mhm.
actually
Excited ako.
introduce our special guest. Oo. Because our guest started his career as an active member of the
Mhm.
group Tux, from 1987 to 1992. So, if you are familiar with the group Tux, makikilala nyo tong special guest natin. He became an in-house producer, composer, arranger for Adfarm Productions from 1998 to 2000 and Audiomedia Productions from 2000 to 2002. He actually was one of the co-founders of the band DV8, who actually
Mhm.
popularized the hit song. Trisha, naalala mo ba yung nung 90s, merong isang song that is normally standing out, sa mga commercials. And
Oo.
everyone knows this song. Trisha, gusto mo bang sampulan kami with this? Ano ba yung sample
Chino,
na
wag
yan?
wag mo akong pinipilit. Alam ko 'tong song na 'to, eh. Naalala ko 'to.
Go
Yung
ahead.
song na pinaghandaan ko 'to talaga kanina, eh. Okay.
We're
Ang
excited.
gaan-gaan ng feeling, ang gaan-gaan ng loob ko sa'yo, alam kong di ako magsasawa dahil ang gentle mo naman. Oh, 'di ba? Puwede na ba, Chino, puwede na?
Oo, yan. Pwede, Trisha. Babash kita sana eh. Lolokohin kita sana. Kaya lang, ang ganda ng pagkakakanta mo. Good job ka dyan, ha? So,
Pinractice
this
ko 'yan,
song, ang
pinractice
gaan-gaan
ko
ng
'yan.
feeling, this song, ang gaan-gaan ng feeling was actually composed by Jimmy Antiporda, which was used again for the famous soap commercial back in the 90s. And our special guest composed one of the band's hit single, Kailanman. Mamaya, we'll get to know more about that. They were gigging from 1991 to 2001. And from 2001 to 2017, our special guest started playing keyboards as a session musician. He also became the music director, voice coach, accompanist, audition head, and live-in mentor for ABS-CBN's, check this out, Tricia, Pinoy
Mhm.
Dream Academy. He was also
Academy.
featured as the voice coach for ABS-CBN's The Voice Season 1 and GMA7's The
Mhm.
Clash Season 1. Okay? So currently, our guest is the musical director for Salle Green Hill's Kundirana Music Ministry from 2011 up until the present time. And aside from directing Kundirana, he is freelancing as a composer, arranger, voice coach, and does a lot of studio and recording work. Okay? So with that, let's all welcome teacher Monet Silvestre.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, China, Tricia. Chino,
Okay.
Tricia.
Teacher Monet,
Thank you for
okay ba?
having
Okay
me.
ba? Thank you so much for being here. Sobrang excited
Ako
kami.
sobrang excited ako. Sorry, baka kinikilig ako na nandito kasama nyo. Thank you very much.
Actually kami, binabasa pa lang namin yung blurbs and yung intro namin sa'yo, medyo parang kilabutan na ako with the many accomplishments and I'm sure a lot of our
Sobra.
viewers are also very excited to find out more, about the life, career, and of course, stuff that you do after shift, Teacher Monet. Okay?
Right.
So kanina, okay, kinanta ni Tricia yung ang gaan-gaan ng feeling eh. Grabe yan, sobrang
Galing nga
tumatak.
eh. Actually, galing. Yeah. So, batang
Sobrang-
90s pala tong si Tricia. Batang 90s.
Oo.
Grade school ka
Batang
nun? Grade school ka nun?
Yes.
Saksakin mo na lang ako.
Ano na lang ako?
Grade school. Grade school.
So,
Thank you.
Teacher Monet, what was the inspiration behind that song? When
Yeah.
you and obviously Mr. Jimmy Antiporda created ang gaan-gaan ng feeling.
Jimmy's, even before DV8, me and Jimmy were good friends. Then our paths met again. That was around 1995. My band DV8 was fortunately doing very well at that time. And since our singers then, Michelle Galiaga and Lala Directo, they were our frontliners, no, and they caught the attention of some media advertising executives, and they said they would fit perfectly the campaign of that certain shampoo brand at that time, no. And so what happened was it was already an existing song. It was sung by, I think, Bianca Revilla before that, and it was also sung by I think it was Geneva Cruz also had a version of that. Then they decided to make it a jingle of may I say it's Ivory shampoo. So they made the singers, both DV8 singers Michelle and Lala, they made them the brand endorsers, kumbaga, and DV8. We went on a tour. We went on a national tour to promote that in that campaign, and yeah, from then that took us a whole year of touring the Philippines. We were with the then actor si Mayor si Yorme,
Yes.
Isko Moreno, and Victor Neri, and DV8. We toured that. Yeah, so yeah, that's it.
Very grabe, ang tindi talaga nung ang gaan-gaan ng feeling kasi actually when we asked Teacher Monet to be a part of the show, I started browsing again yung mga videos ng ang gaan-gaan ng feeling, and nakakagaan naman talaga ng feeling to watch the videos of the past, especially yung soap commercial and obviously the gigs of DV8. So siguro another question that I have for you, Teacher Monet, is what got you into this to the music industry, to this kind of industry?
Oh, actually, the music seed was planted probably when I was in grade 7, no. Pero I eventually took up music in UP. Then I was a member of the Philippine Madrigal Singers then from 85 to 87. Then around 87, after a US tour with the Madrigals, I came home, and someone contacted me to sing for a commercial jingle in a recording studio, no. So I went there. I went to the recording studio, and it just so happened that the jingle producer and composer was Mr. Bob Serrano, who at that time was the founder and music director of the group Tux nga, the all-male group Tux. And apparently during that time, they were holding auditions then for Tux because one of the members, si Paulo Clemente, was leaving to start a solo career. So after the recording, Bob asked me, Monet, would you like to audition for Tux? Sabi niya ganon. We have an audition in a few days now. I'd like to invite you to audition. So yeah, that's where it started. And in 1987, I joined Tux. And at that time, talagang their career was really hot talaga in 1987. Then when I joined in 1987, talagang their career uh, plateaued and dropped. No, but really, that was the first time I joined Tux in 87 until I left in 2001. Then I started Deviate naman, which is a show band. We would do covers, no, and that lasted from 1991 to 2002. But around 1998, I visited one rehearsal of Tux, and it just so happened naman one of the members again could not go on a Singapore tour for an a cappella festival, so they invited me to join again. So I became part of Tux again in 1998 up to now. Yeah.
Wow.
So
Reunion
yeah,
ulit, ha?
yeah. Oh yeah,
That's
everything.
and
Yeah. So yeah. Then ano
no,
ba?
I was just
So
about to
then
say na iba
then
talaga pagka yung heart of music is really there.
Mhm.
oh yeah, oh, and the funny thing is kasi I really join. I'm a group. Uh, I tend to join groups talaga. I never
Mhm.
thought about being a solo artist except in funerals and weddings. But my career as a musician has been always with groups. It first was with Tux
Mhm.
up to now, and then with Deviate, I was a keyboardist and band leader. Then then when Deviate ended in 2001, uh, that's when I started playing as a session musician. Yeah, na. So I did that for about
Mhm.
10, 15 years until in 2000.
Mhm.
Do we have time?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it po.
Oh
Sure.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, so in 2001, uh, I even played piano in Shangri-La Makati lobby. I played the piano there for about a year. That was a nightly gig from Mondays to Saturdays. Tapos before that, I played in 1990 early 90s. I used to play piano in the Playboy Club of Silahis Hotel. You know, uh, been there, done that.
I
Gigging. I enjoy playing piano rin kasi parang paid rehearsal eh. No one's
Right.
listening
Mhm.
when you play in the lobby. No one's listening, so you just play your heart out. Then you get to
Right.
meet the waitresses. Oop, sorry. So yun.
So
And the Playboy bunnies at that time. Pero it's been a fun life talaga as a musician. It's been a fun life. I started when Deviate ended in 2001. I became a session musician. I
mhm.
played for the big names. I played second keyboard for all the big names in the industry. I can look back to that proudly.
Mhm.
Worked with the best musicians. Then around 2006 or seven, I was playing for a band that would play for singing contests in ABS.
Mhm.
Then at that time, I was playing for as a second keyboardist for Pinoy Dream Academy season one.
Mhm.
I became its in-house accompanist
Mhm.
during for the scholars who were living in. So that went well. Then in the second season, I was invited to be a live-in mentor, to stay right there in the house in the
Mhm.
in the academy. So I was there, and when it was offered to me by direct Lauren Jogi at that time, when it was offered to me, it took me a month to decide whether I'll take the offer, no, kasi I would be on camera for 24/7. I'd be staying there for 3 months away from my family, doing so many tasks. It was really scary. So after a month, when I saw talagang sobrang hirap, pumayag na rin ako, pumayag ako.
Kaya siguro nakakatakot ka dun. Actually, when I was watching Pinoy Dream Academy, you were very strict. So is it because you were staying with them for 3 months?
Yeah, because it was a really really memorable time because I had headphones like this in my worn every time I would be in front of the scholars, and I would be talking to the scholars like that, and I would also be hearing prompts from my director telling me what to do and telling me to stop talking, all of that. So it was my attention was really divided, no. Pero that was a time talaga that I got to do things that I never thought I could do. I am not a multitasker really, no. Pero during that time, nung nasa academy ako, lahat building administrator, kulang na lang talaga maglinis ng banyo talaga. Pero muntik ko na rin gawin. Pero it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun working with those very talented scholars and a top-notch group like the business unit that was handling the Pinoy Dream Academy kasi was the same business unit that was handling Pinoy Big Brother, headed by Direct Lauren Jogi. So that staff was top notch in running shows like that. So I was part of that. I was part of that team for a good 2 years. And it was the most memorable experience for me talaga, really.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Oh yeah. So, do I continue or do you have a question?
Well, I actually have a question, but before I ask that question, Teacher Monet, let us pause for some announcements.
Sorry, Tricia, can you rewind 30 seconds, please? I missed that.
Oh, sorry. Before we continue, we'll pause for some announcements. Welcome back to After Shift. So let's now ask Teacher Monet back and let's read some comments. Chino?
Yes, Teacher Monet, daming viewers Ang dami nating fans today. Sabi ni Katerina Silvestre, go Sir Monet! Yan. Thank you, Katerina. Sabi ni JB Mangubat, love you, Sir Monet. Or Merso. Enrique Aranton says, the piano man, Sir Monet. Junelagan says, umaapaw sa magandang
guys.
alaala and experience si Teacher Monet. Very interesting stories. Mikkel says,
Thank you.
yes,
These
go,
are my...
sir. Ganda ng studio.
Thank you, Mikel. Enrique is part of Kundirana then, and Mikel, yeah, so, and JB, mga estudyante ko sa Kundirana yan. Katrina is my daughter.
Avid fan.
Yeah.
Keon says, sending love from
Keon.
New Zealand. Love you, Sir Monet.
Hey, Keon. Hello there, man.
Thank you for watching from New
Kundirana
Zealand.
rin yan.
Wanlu says, watching from
Yeah.
Antipolo City. Sir Wanlu, with your puppet. Hello, hello.
One is
Hello,
actually
sir.
one of
Hello,
our
sir
hosts
Wanlu.
in TNC. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Nice to meet you, sir. Hey,
Julo
Julo.
says, you
Hello,
know,
Julo.
si Sir Julo.
My bass player in Kundirana, yeah.
Uy,
Oh, my
sabi ni
daughter,
Rebecca,
Rebecca.
that's my pop. Sabi ni Bea, ang gaan-gaan ng feeling. One of my favorites. Who with the green heart.
Pamangkin ko. Hello, Bea.
Yan, sabi ni JM, ang ganda
hello,
naman ng
to
studio.
Daddy JM. Thank you,
Yeah.
Daddy JM. My
Again,
good friend, parent ng Kundirana, yeah.
Jambi also says,
Sir Jambi,
best
hello,
of
sir.
luck, Sir Monet Silvestre.
My boss. My boss in Lasal.
Pogi,
Hey,
sabi ni
Enrique
Enrique.
Hello, Mas Pogi.
Yeah, so ang dami, a lot of
Kenshin,
comments.
hey.
Yes, we're gonna get back to the
Mga
comments.
estudyante ko, Kenshin, my pianist.
Oy, thank
Hello,
you.
June. Yeah.
Mad props to Kundirana. Thank you to those who are actually watching the show tonight. Okay, so
Yes.
actually, I have
Yes,
another
thank you very
question
much.
for for Teacher Monet. Pero di ba sabi mo, Trish, you have a question earlier?
Yep.
For
yeah.
Teacher Monet, yeah.
Yeah, because kanina, di ba, at the beginning of the show, we were talking about trying new things. And one of the new things that I've learned is, not really learned, but tried, is composing songs. And kanina, when nag-usap tayo, Chino, you mentioned, so you did the melody first, then you
Yes.
follow it up with the lyrics. And then kami naman is different. We did the lyrics first before the melody. I'm interested to know, Teacher Monet, what's your process for when you are composing a song? Do you start with the lyrics or with the melody?
You know, really, honestly, I'm partial to writing songs with the lyrics first, but lately, then following the melody, or usually they come closely together, no. But really, I really want to start writing then with the melody first. You're just singing random melodies and recording it on your phone, and just letting your melodic sense take over, you know. So because when you're in, well, ang feeling ko for my purposes, excuse me, I burped, excuse me. Kasi for my purposes, if I start singing the melody with unencumbered by lyrics, I feel my melodies can go to places I never thought of. Then when I do record those melodies as a demo, then I'll find the lyrics to fit in. Ganon. Much like what Chino and his gang does when they write. No, so yeah, that I can share that with you, Tricia. If I think composers should be open to trying new processes, kumbaga, di ba?
Correct. And I understand where you're coming from, kasi if you already wrote the lyrics, sometimes you have the melody in mind, pero parang hindi nag-fit yung lyrics. So it's either you change the lyrics or medyo palitan mo yung way ng pagkanta mo just to fit the melody, I think. Yun.
Yeah. And there lies the challenge. Kumbaga, if you think of a melody, usually when you think of the melody, the challenge now goes to the lyric writing. What kind of lyrics will you come up? But at least, kasi kaya rin ako naisip yun, kasi maraming maraming mga music that are instrumental in nature, di ba? Like mga David Benoit, mga Dave Grusin, mga David Sanborn, alam mo yung mga ganyan, di ba? Like David Foster has a lot
Yes.
of instrumental music, di ba? And there the melodies will, all you have to do now is lalo yung mga David Foster sounds, songs, if vocal songs, you can easily translate them into instrumental melodies, and they'll stand by itself. Mr. Ryan Cayabyab, a lot of them, Willie Cruz, all of the classic OPM. When you start playing them as instrumental melodies, they would really be, they would stand alone as instrumental music.
Teacher
That's
Monet,
very interesting.
Teacher Monet, you mentioned about OPM, right? And one the classics, yung mga maestro
Sorry,
natin.
Chino, I missed that.
Sorry, I mentioned
Yes.
that you mentioned that you talked about OPM and you talked about the maestros and the classics, right, of our OPM here in the Philippines, right? So my question is, what does or how does OPM fare, with international music such as yung mga K-pop? I heard recently meron daw J-pop or yung Japan pop, and obviously meron tayo yung mga Latin America music, and of course yung American music, right? So how does OPM fare, with international music overall?
Well, obviously, the music you mentioned, Chino, has gone on, is now patronized on a worldwide scale. I don't know really why OPM has not reached that that scale of worldwide acceptance. No, I really don't. I really cannot. I'm sure the infrastructure, then the music infrastructure has a lot to do with it. Then, when you have countries really whose governments really support their music industries, I think that would be a very, very good start. No, pero whenever, whenever I work with Kundirana, because I've been in Kundirana for 10 years now. I started teaching there in 2011, and this is my 10th year in LaSalle's Kundirana. The highlight of our every gig would be our Pinoy alternative medley. No, we use that as a finale to every gig we play, and and also the Pinoy disco medley we do, the Manila Sound medley we do.
Yes.
And nothing beats OPM when it comes to the live and to live gigs.
Right.
And it encompasses a very, very wide range when it comes to age. We've played for grade school audiences, high school, college, and then even senior citizens, and all of them in one whole gig, really. And my students in Kundirana, they would attest to this. Our strongest music or medleys and songs are the OPMs. Whether these are OPMs written in the 70s, 80s, or 90s, but especially now our Pinoy alternative, where we sing Eraserheads,
Right.
Sugar Free, and all of that. No, I mean, this is where the audience go wild. Really, really. We don't have K-pop in our we don't have K-pop in our repertoire. For one, kasi, di ba, we're an all-male group,
Yes.
no? Pero we have not felt the need. We have not felt the need to tap into the, and I don't mean this as anything negative, but we have not felt the need to tap into the K-pop phenomena in our repertoire. Really, what remains as our staple and the highlight of every gig that we play with a live band, high school students playing live, our go-to in our repertoire is OPM.
And you know, I'm very excited to actually see you guys in action, especially siguro pag kinakanta niyo na yung VST. Kasi one of my favorite bands ever here in the Philippines is really
Oh,
VST and Company. Yung Bee Gees na
oh
sound.
yes, yes,
And
Mhm.
back then,
yes.
it was very original to the eyes, sorry, to the ears rather of the Filipinos.
Right.
Kaya kahit hanggang ngayon talaga pag na-play yung VST music, any song, awitin mo isasayaw ko and the like, iba yung feeling ko eh.
Right.
I'm hip hop, I'm R&B, pero at the same time, you have appreciation for that. Ikaw, Tricia, anong favorite mo? OPM mo?
Alternative ako, definitely.
Alternative.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I'm a big fan of Eraserheads. Currently, I'm listening to Up Dharma Down, Ben and Ben.
Oh
I
yeah,
think the
yeah.
alternative
Yes,
music scene
yes.
is really good
Fantastic,
with
really.
the new artists right now. Maraming magagaling sobra. And if you see them live, sobra parang katunog talaga ng recording that they did. So I have a follow-up question pala, Teacher Monet. So we were talking about the different
Yeah.
genres and the eras. I'm really curious about this. No, how does a particular sound become a trend? Like for example, if you listen to some of the songs during the 70s, ang lakas ng bass slapping. Tapos 80s would be medyo heavy beats.
Yes.
Tapos 90s medyo electronic na yung sounds. How does it, become a trend? What do you think would that be?
You know, there are really no rules that kasi songwriting for me is a craft. I was told before kasi early on in my songwriting journey when I was probably in my late teens that it's a gift. I was told that it was a gift, that it can't be studied really. And now at 54 years old without a hit song, I think it's true. But no. But I'm just kidding. But really, uh, I had to study songwriting. I had to study songwriting and approach it from a very intellectual level, from just to prove to myself that I can do it. And I found a few templates. Really, templates are not rules, mind you. But songs, whatever genre they are, what kung anumang style yan, they are they have really two very distinct qualities. One is they are very distinct. They have very distinctive rhythms. Number
Right.
one, and they have very distinctive melodies. Now, if they are combined in one song, oh my God, then more or less you have a hit in your hands, no? But still, the art comes in when when you're able to mix all of this. Like just to give you an example, for rhythm, for rhythm, halimbawa, I'll just clap a rhythm and you guess what song it is. Gusto nyo? Let's play a little game.
Sure. Sige.
Go for it.
Oh,
Yes.
guess the song. Guess the song. Guess the song.
Sana mag-guess.
Ulitin ko ha.
Lupang Hinirang, is it?
Lupang Hinirang.
Precisely.
Lupang Hinirang.
See? So that is a song that has a very, very definite rhythm. Without hearing the melody, nahulaan mo, di ba? What about this? Alam niyo yan.
I'm not familiar.
Parang hindi ako masyado nakapalo.
Ay, kubo.
Okay.
See, then when you hear it, di ba? Pero perfect example is Lupang Hinirang, di ba? And stuff like that. So now if you like this, what OPM is this, di ba? I'll just sing the melody without the rhythm. I'll give you a hint. It's an intro. It's an intro of a song. Ta na 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 ta na 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 na. What's that? Ta-na-na-na. Oh, I'll put the rhythm. Ta-na-na-na. Ta-na-na. Ta-na-na. Ta-na. Ta-na-na-na. Ta-na-na. Ta-na-na. Ta-na.
I know.
Ta-na-na.
Hirap!
Ano? Wait. I know that. Four of Spades ba yan?
Yes. What
I
song?
forgot the song. The name
nice,
of the
Tricia.
song, but it's
Mundo.
Four of Spades.
Mundo, di ba?
Yun, Mundo. Right.
So once you, the geniuses, once they combine all of these things in one song, then you have a viral hit. Then you have a hit. Then you have a hit. That's my
Mhm.
that's the best guess that I can and I'm still waiting for, and I'm still working on that first hit that I can write really. But I've written a lot of songs already, and Kundirana is my is where I experiment.
Mhm.
Automatic
Alright.
na kami. Automatic fan mo na kami, Teacher Monet.
Yes.
I've always been a fan, and yan na si Tricia, addition to the
Yes,
fan base.
definitely.
And I'm pretty sure that you will be able to create that hit song in the very near future.
Right.
Pinaglaro mo kami
Thank
ng game, Teacher Monet. Paglalaroin ka naman
Inunahan
namin
tayo eh.
this time. Oo, inunahan tayo.
Sige, really? Sige, game.
Paglalaroin ka naman namin this time.
Yes.
So, the name of the game is actually called #this.
Yes.
Okay?
All right.
So, yung #this is pretty much you providing a hashtag to some of the pictures that we stole. Nakakuntsaba namin yung mga daughters mo dito.
Oh no.
We'll show some pictures. You'll place a
Nice.
hashtag, and if you want to also provide a brief explanation behind it, wala rin problema.
All
We
right.
would actually appreciate it too. Okay? Are you ready?
Sige.
Game. Let's do this. First image.
Oh. Hashtag best years of my life in music.
Wow.
Haba.
Ang
Yeah,
haba din ng
deviate.
buhok mo dyan, Teacher
Ay,
Monet.
oo. Remember, 90s yan. Tricia, 90s yan. May buhok pa kami na mas mahaba dyan. Yung talagang hanggang dito.
Oh.
And our hairdresser was the great Rene Huelgas. Oh, really?
Uy. Shout out po.
Oh yeah, because one of the persons who would support Deviate a lot talaga was the late Wingard Tracy.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
the manager
So
of
I spent
Richard.
10 years in Deviate. The people you see, their family.
No.
hashtag the
Yeah.
best years of my life. Yan ang hashtag for the
Yes.
first image.
As a
Next
musician.
one.
Oh yeah. Hashtag LSGH marching band circa 1980 1983. Yeah.
1983.
Marching band. Oh my God. Yeah, that's in a canteen in DLSU. That's where we would go after every NCAA game.
Oh,
And we were there in the infamous NCAA game between Letran and LaSalle,
in Lasal.
where na nagrumble sa labas ng Rizal Memorial, and because of that, LaSalle left the NCAA league. We
And
were
transferred
there.
to the UAAP.
AP.
Yes, we were there.
Gabi
Nakakaloka.
Concepcion yung datingan mo dyan, Teacher Monet,
Gabi
Yung
infection
hairstyle.
yan, Gabi infection.
Nakakamiss tuloy yung nakakamiss tuloy
Oh
yung
my God.
tumambay lang during college, reminiscing the
Oh,
days
yeah.
where you just hang out with your friends, especially bandmates, no, in this particular with Teacher Monet.
Yeah.
Ganda ng picture na to.
Hashtag high school, the best years.
High school, the best years. Ako, agree din ako dyan.
Yeah.
All right, next
Agree ka
image.
din. Yeah. That was last Christmas. Hashtag The Shining.
The
Hashtag The
Shining.
Shining. Oh, that was
I
when
remember.
Jack Nicholson died
Yes,
na nakabaon siya sa
Right.
snow. Yeah. Yeah, so
And
consolation prize ako dyan sa family reunion ng mga Silvestre. Christmas, ano yan. Ganyan kami pag Christmas parang Halloween. Mga siraulo mga Silvestre kasi.
And guys, if you will notice, so meron pang yung powder na hawak si Teacher Mona just in case kulang pa. Automatic lalagay yan.
Yeah, just in
Meron
case
pa,
kulang pa. Yeah.
Just in case kulang pa, lalagay pa yan.
Hindi ko napansin yung
Hashtag
polvo,
The Shining.
Hashtag The Shining. Very nice photo.
Shining.
Galing. This is the next one.
Oh my God, Becca.
Again.
Okay, that hashtag Binibining Musika.
Yun.
Binibining Musika 1985.
Mhm.
You know, the UP College of Music before in the 80s, when there was no political correctness yet, the UP College of Music held a beauty pageant every year na dinudumog talaga ng buong UP Diliman. And it's called the Binibining Musika.
Mhm.
And ang sumasali sa Binibining Musika, mga lalaki, mga music majors ng UP College of Music. So I was one of them I joined that, and everybody would yan nga, kumbaga para kaming mga transvestite lahat, magbibihis babae kami lahat, no? So I'll just be as candid. Bawal sumali ang bading, ang bakla. Kailangan sasali yung mga straight.
Straight guys.
So ako yung nanalo, first prize ako. Ang second prize, sorry Joey, ang second prize dyan is Joey Benin, composer of Forevermore.
Side A.
And
Side A,
side A.
yeah.
Siya ang first runner up ko.
Galing. Very impressive, ha? Pero,
Oh my God.
I'm sure back in the day, ang saya-saya ng ng activity na to.
Masaya. And I think the UP College of Music still has the Binibining Musika. Yeah. I think they revived it. I think they revived it.
Ang ganda ng picture. Again, credits to the daughters of Teacher Monet. Thank you for providing us this
and
picture sa baon.
Credits to my classmate Annie Roque na Pumusena for that picture.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, we have one more picture.
Please, yung matino naman. Oh yeah. That's my wife Pat. The one in sleeve. That's my wife Pat on my left arm. My youngest daughter Katerina on my right, and Becca on my left. When it comes to family pictures like this, I get sentimental and emotional. Katerina is a bass player and a singer for her band Forbian in St. Teresa's school. Becca is a graduating speech comm major from UP, and she was formerly a UP Filipiniana member. Fantastic dancer. And my wife Patricia, she teaches in the UP College of Music, and she's a department head of the musicology department. And congratulations, Pat, for your coming doctorate. She's going to graduate.
Congratulations.
Yeah, doctorate. So
music
that's my
talaga
family. That was
Yes. Talagang musically
that's where we
inclined
met.
tong family na to. Yes.
Yeah, that's where me and Pat met in College of Music. This is a shot in the airport before I left for a US tour with Kundirana. This was last year. Yeah.
Nice.
Shout out to
thank
Miss
you for
Pat
capping it
and
off with this picture.
to Becca and to Katerina as well. Shout out to you guys.
Right.
Yan.
Yes.
So, I hope you enjoyed the game, Teacher Monet. And alam kong natuwa ka talaga. At kami din natuwa
I did.
sa mga pictures mo.
Yeah.
So, thank you for allowing us to share these memories with the viewers.
Wala naman akong... Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Those were fun years. Those were fun years. Wala naman tayong reputasyon na kailangang protektahan eh. so okay lang yung mga yan. Okay lang yan. Okay lang yan. Wala tayong tinatago.
Very nice.
Actually, matino pa yan eh. Matino pa nga yan eh.
Buti na lang, matino yung picture.
Take a look at some of the comments pala, Chino. Napaka-interesting ng mga comments natin.
Yes, let's look at the comments. Ayun. Sabi ni Miss Monet Silvestre, binibining musika. Doc Mian, hello sa'yo.
Yes. Hi, Ate Mian.
Katerina says, Miss Monet. Alan Ahorro says, ang laking binibini.
Si Alan.
June says, wow, congrats.
Congrats. Oh, thank you.
Sabi ni Madge Holiday, pakanta nyo kay Monet yung kinanta niya sa Binibining musical. O musika, rather.
Ano ba yan, Teacher Monet, yung kinanta mo?
Nako, yan si Madge Holiday. Ano yan, kumari ko yan, kaklase ko yan, si Madge Holiday. Also known as Angge Cruz, Jen Cruz.
Oh.
Ano ba kinanta ko doon?
Oh, do you still remember?
Betty Davis Eyes.
Oh.
I know the song. She's got Betty Davis Eyes. Sige, YouTube yun na lang yun. Betty Davis Eyes by... Di ba?
Dino Placino says, walang hashtag yung last photo. O nga pala, no? Hindi pa natin nilagyan ng hashtag yung last photo. What was the hashtag for the last photo? Thank you, Dino.
Okay, Dino Placino. Yeah, hi, Dino. Director of photography extraordinaire, man. Ano yun? Love of my life. Yun. Hashtag love of my life. Yeah.
Love yun of my life. Thank you so much, Dino, for that. Shout out to you.
Yes.
Let's have a few more comments.
Thank you, Dino.
Comments. Yeah. Hi, Chino. Hi, Tricia. Thank you, Doc Mian. AJ Angeles, pa-shoutout naman po, Sir Monet. Oy, sabi ni AJ Angeles.
Hey, my man, AJ Angeles. Hey, AJ Angeles, my man. Hey, my man, Ralph Colette, man.
Shoutout naman, sir.
Mga Kundirana yan, mga Kundirana.
Shoutout to you guys. Thank you for tuning in to After Shift here in the new channel. Si Katerina, sabi niya, Katerina, ano? Katerina... The favorite daughter.
The favorite daughter.
Katerina is the favorite daughter.
Lagi naggagayan yung dalawa eh. Si Katerina at si Becca eh.
Yun. Sabi ni Madge ulit, nag-trombone yan si Monet sa Pio.
Yeah. Yeah, sa Philippine Youth Orchestra. Yeah.
To the viewers, to those who are providing comments, thank you also for giving us parang you guys are taking us back in time. Oo, reminisce tayo dun sa mga experiences ni Teacher Monet. Thank you so much for that one. Yeah. Mamaya balik ulit tayo.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Let's get to know what Teacher Monet does after shift. But before we do, let's pause for some announcements.
Welcome back to After Shift, guys. And we would like to invite you to watch our other inspirational shows here on the new channel, starting it off with The Big Picture. Shares inspiring stories of notable personalities, streams every Mondays through Fridays, 7 p.m. Next, we have HR Hotline introduces us to a wonderful world of human resources management every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, 1 p.m. Next up is iBusiness. It talks about insights on how you can own a business, streaming live from Tennessee and Texas in the USA on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, or Wednesdays and Fridays, 9:30 a.m. Philippine Time. The Fort Project is about life, business, and success stories, streaming live from Dubai, UAE, 7 p.m. or 11 p.m. Philippine Time. Discover your life purpose and learn from others. Turnaround stories by tuning into U-Turn Mondays and Thursdays at 10:30 a.m. The Home Buyer is where you hear remarkable stories about building and owning a property. Streams Mondays and Thursdays, 4 p.m.
Laugh and learn through the Puppet Stories. That's every Tuesdays and Fridays at 5 p.m. Magbenta, bumili at tumulong dahil bukas na ang TNC Marketplace, an online night bazaar, live streaming every Thursdays and Fridays at 10 p.m. Two leaders in one platform in every episode. That's TNC The Talk, streams every Mondays at 12 noon. Usapang Beauty is about beauty beyond what your eyes can see. Streams every Thursdays and Saturdays at 5:30 p.m. YOLO is the newest addition to our list of shows. This show is for all of us to understand. Law is fun and especially cool too. Streams every Mondays and Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. We also have TNC original shows such as One Day. It's a 30-minute show which profiles unique and inspiring stories of real people. It alternates with TNC Town Hall, which is hosted by TNC founders Lloyd Luna and Apple Manansala. This platform is where we talk to you, our valued audience, on feedback about our shows on TNC. Please do not forget to like and follow our TNC page for more updates about the upcoming shows that we will have.
Right. And if you enjoy watching us, please follow After_Shift on Facebook and Instagram, and also on Twitter. Again, that's After_Shift. There you go. So let's have Teacher Monet back here with us.
Hello.
Once again, hello. Teacher Monet.
Hi, guys.
Yeah. All right. So Teacher Monet, are you ready for more questions? Da, da, da.
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean...
Relax lang tayo. Chill lang tayo.
No, but I'm enjoying myself immensely. Really, really.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tricia. Thank you, Chino. Thank you.
So, Teacher Monet, my first question for you would be, what are your hobbies outside music? So during your free time or maybe before the pandemic, what do you usually do?
Oh, I love riding the bike. I have my old 20-year-old mountain bike, which is my. I used to go to LaSalle riding it, but now but for the past 1 or 2 years, si Pat ayaw na akong payagan ni Pat kasi minsan umuwi ako, dumudugo yung tuhod ko. So biking, walking really. When Pat told me to stop biking, I started walking home from LaSalle. Because really, I hate commuting. I hate commuting. The most I would commute is to ride a taxi, a Grab taxi or whatever, going to the MRT, then MRT to Ortigas, then I walk again to LaSalle. I hate driving, really. I hate driving in Manila traffic. So that's my main mode of transportation, is to commute. Then on my way home, I would walk for about 2 hours. So walking, biking, and what? Aside from music? Watching movies with my daughter and our movie night. With Pat. Oh yeah, may movie night. Alam mo naman yung memory ko. Pero movie nights talaga. Lalo ngayon na pandemic, movie nights kami. Whether Netflix yan or talagang both my daughters are cineasts kasi. Kaya Ba't nahahawa na rin ako? So,
before the pandemic, Teacher Monet, did you normally or have a special hangout place? Like, for example, do you hang out at music bars? And do you listen to also performers, on stage, sing, mga banda and all that?
Parang after my stint as a gigging musician after DV8 really, and after my stint then as a session musician, domesticated na ako talaga. Parang I've had my fill of going home at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Talagang I've had my fill of that. Pero all my friends who are still gigging, I would watch them now with social media, no? I would watch their gigs on YouTube. I try my best to keep abreast of all of their gigs pa din. And but really, I'm a homebody really. After my work in Kundirana, I tend to go home right after because it's still a long walk. It's still a 1.5 hour walk every time. So I really have to get home early. And but I spend hours and hours on YouTube watching gigs, watching all my friends gig. Yeah. So basically, my hangout. Yeah, Tricia.
Sorry, Teacher Monet. Currently, who do you listen to? Who's your favorite OPM band or any band in particular that you listen to at the moment?
Ben and Ben. Of all the groups now, Ben and Ben, Four of Spades. Kasi I have to keep abreast then of all of these new artists kasi because that's a staple of the Kundirana repertoire. We have to keep their Kundirana's repertoire gig fresh, really, no. So ang mga ano ko diyan, ang mga peg ko diyan, yung dalawa kong anak eh. So yung I'm really updated of all the hits of the trends, whether OPM yan or sa West, no? So, but among OPM talaga, favorite ko pa rin talaga 90s, sorry talaga. Eraserheads. Lahat yan.
River Maya.
Diyos ko. River Maya, sila Bamboo, and when River Maya became Bamboo, lahat talaga. We call this I have this medley of Pinoy alternative songs. We call it Pinalternative Pinoy alternative medley, and they last for 10 minutes at a time, and we've had 6 or 7 already, and every time so I know all the band era from Eraserheads up. That's the wellspring of our repertoire. So that's who I listen to.
Yeah, and actually, what I noticed lang, at least with my own experience, Teacher Monet, I used to just listen to, siguro during that time, mga 90s talaga, early mid-90s, puro R&B and hip-hop lang talaga. But when I started somehow exploring music, I ended up listening to a lot of different genres also. I ended up appreciating other genres like reggae, whether it be yung mga love na, mga 80s na, Fallen. I mean, iba't ibang genre talaga eh. Yung na-appreciate ko na rin because of the experience. So, I'm pretty sure siguro baka kay Tricia, ganun din yung same situation. Am I right?
Yeah. Pretty much the same genre lang naman yung pinapakinggan ko. And I listen to other genres as well. Like, currently, gusto ko nga yung song na, ewan ko kung you would call me Badoy, pero yung Zebiana. I like have you heard of it, Chino?
Uy, ako, hindi ko pa alam yan.
Hindi ko pa rin alam eh. I'll try to listen to it later.
Ayun.
Sino? Dabiana ba? Dabiana?
Zebiana.
Zebiana.
Dabiana.
Ayan.
Dabiana.
So, yun.
Hindi singer. No, but yeah. Ako naman ang comfort music ko pa rin talaga is jazz. So when I'm alone, I listen to my favorite Bill Evans and Keith Jarrett and Chet Baker. Yung mga ganung old mainstream piano jazz and trumpet jazz by Chet Baker yun.
All right.
So sarap
So,
yan.
Teacher Monet,
Hanapin ko yan, Zebiana.
Ako din, hanapin.
okay, hanapin niya yan mamaya.
Wait, hanapin yung
Hanapin natin
Dabiana.
yan.
Ha? Huwag na yung Dabiana, ha? Dabiana.
Oo. So, Teacher Monet, my question to you would be,
Yes, ma'am.
if you were to give an advice to aspiring musicians out there, what do you think, or what does it take to become a successful musician or artist?
You know, it's so hard to talk about, to encourage people to become musicians nowadays, no, in lalo na with the pandemic, no. Pero you know, if I can just share my journey through music, and I'll let that, kumbaga, my story be my statement na lang, is that just love. If you love music enough, you will just keep at it. You will keep at it, not having a backup. Although now, syempre, ang sarap sana kung may backup, ano. But having a backup, find that fallback. Yes, find that fallback. Aside from music, where you can fall back onto, but never let that fallback water down your drive for music. Kasi how to be a successful musician? Well, the most successful musicians I know are precisely that. They never gave up. They never gave up, whether they never gave up as a solo artist or they never gave up as musicians. My gigging musician friends are still gigging now online. And they're trying, we are all trying to get through this, and kapit lang, because really music really is a lifelong journey. It's a lifelong journey. I would rather see a musician going hungry now than see a musician who had to fall back on something and his heart isn't there.
I agree.
Yeah.
Super agree ako dyan, Teacher Monet. Music is really your heart and your soul. It drives you day in and day out. And it's also music is also something I believe that connects people together as well.
Yeah.
Lahat naman ng bawat galaw mo, lumakad ka, gumanyan ka, it's all music.
Yeah.
May tunog yan eh. And that's the reason as to why I can really say that, it really connects people together despite, our pandemic. And sobrang I'm just really thankful. I'm really happy and appreciative of the fact that you guested here in our show today, Teacher Monet.
No, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you.
So, wow, Trish, I mean, this is another amazing show. Again, sobrang pasalamat tayo kay Teacher Monet, for giving us a lot of insights and, a lot of his experience, as a musician. And sobrang napapanahon because yun nga it's also the same as, us having the same kind of, liking, Pareho tayong medyo inclined into music, especially you, dami mo mga drum sessions live on FB or, writing lyrics. I mean, basta music is music, and ako, Tricia, talagang music is something that I really love and something that I will really carry on until probably the day I die. So, ano yan, for sure. Anyway. And then, it's again, lagi namang inspiring yung mga guests natin, pero different inspiration, that I get from each of the guests. So anyway, again, another episode that we are dedicating to our frontliners. I know it's GCQ already, guys, but please, GCQ doesn't mean that we can all just go out. Let's all maintain precautionary measures pa rin. Wear your mask correctly, wash your hands, and make sure that you have 1.5 meters distance from each other. Huwag pa rin tayo lumabas ng bahay kung hindi naman kailangan.
All right. So catch us again on Friday at 8:30 p.m. for our Friday booze night. So don't forget to bring your drinks.
Oy, excited for that. Woo!
Yeah. So coming up after shift is the fourth project at 10 p.m. Nako, overtime na tayo, Chino. So
Actually, 11 p.m. tayo. 11 p.m.
ba?
yung the fourth project
11
natin. Oo. 7 p.m. Dubai, 11 p.m.
7
Manila time. So please, stay tuned. Okay? Wag muna kayong aalis sa the new channel.
Correct. So, talkers, signing out.
Yes, we're signing out. Bye, guys. Have a great Wednesday night. See you on Friday.